Hello and welcome to News Now on TV360. I am Thelma Okoro. Nigeria's House of Representatives says it has commenced investigations into allegations of sexual misconduct by some of its members during a recent trip to the United States. U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria James Nwiso had in a letter sent to Yakubu Dogara, the Speaker of House of Representatives, accused three lawmakers, Samuel Ikon, Mohammed Gololo and Mark Gibila, of sexual misconduct and attempted rape. Nwiso, in the petition dated June 9th, noted that one of the lawmakers allegedly grabbed a housekeeper in a hotel room demanding for sex, while the other two had urged the car park attendants to help them arrange the services of prostitutes in the United States. Following their actions, the U.S. government has cancelled the visas of the accused lawmakers as punishments for their misconduct, barring them from entering the U.S. The lawmakers have, however, denied the accusations, describing it as a calculated attempt to ridicule the Nigerian National Assembly. Nigeria's federal government has alerted citizens of the country to the existence of a newly launched mobile application developed by the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, for propagating jihad to children. In a statement issued in Abuja, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, said the mobile application tagged Huruf is used by ISIS to teach children the Arabic alphabet with the aid of guns, military tanks and cannons. Islamic State, which stands with Al-Qaeda as one of the most dangerous jihadist groups after its gains in Syria and Iraq. The group has killed thousands and displaced millions across the world. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, says it has shut off a pipeline valve attacked by Niger Delta Avengers in Orukanam local government area, Akwa Ibom State. The incident occurred Thursday morning at 4 a.m. The Nigerian State Oil Firm said, I beg your pardon, the Nigerian State Oil Firm said the pipeline had to be closed in order to contain a gas leak caused by the explosion. The Niger Delta Avengers has carried out attacks on oil and gas facilities in Niger's southern oil region. After snubbing an invitation to dialogue with the Nigerian government, the militant group on Monday made a U-turn and stated a number of conditions that it expects the Nigerian government to meet before it would engage in any form of dialogue. Nigeria's oil output has fallen to a 30-year low due to their attacks. Nigeria's Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, says the delay in electoral cycle and hesitant investment are contributory factors to the country's ailing economy. Speaking at the inaugural edition of the podium, he said the electoral process had an impact on the economy because investors usually wait for the election results and the reforms of the victorious government before deciding if to invest or not. He, however, assured that the pace of construction works in the nation's infrastructures, such as road, power projects and the housing sector, will soon pick up.
We're going to start paying our contractors, but many of them, on the basis of our say-so, have moved back to site. Julius Berger is back on Lagos-Ibadan section. Reynolds Construction is back on their own site. They are also back on Shagamu and The Chinese have mobilized on Kano and Maiduguri. They have also mobilized on Jeba. We're mobilizing again to local way. So they're gradually moving back to site to start work and to begin work. And so too the contractors for the power assets. As I told you, we're fixing one line now around on the channel. So people are beginning to get back to work. And what is happening therefore is that an economy that has really stalled for about 2.5 years is beginning to wake up. And why did the economy stall? We had an unduly long electoral process. And every time elections come, one thing that happens, even in the biggest economy, is that people hedge. And they want to see which party will win, what policies will come, what are going to be the tax policies. And the longer that process takes, the more damaging it is to an economy because it loses activity. And even in the biggest democracy in the world, you will see that even as Britain begins to vote now to decide to stay or to leave, they're experiencing capital flight. And the earlier and the quicker they make the decision, the better it is for them. Otherwise, they may have lost so much money before they can reflect. So I think our electoral cycle, we started as early as 2014 and dragged into much of 2015, didn't do us any good. And again, if you compare that to the British elections, we took all of only 5 weeks. Perhaps there is need for us to reflect on how to manage the electoral cycle in such a way that it doesn't have this kind of consequence. So when you have that kind of delayed electoral cycle, hesitant investments, coupled with loss of income source from oil as a result of oil prices, it is easy then to explain the kind of growth figures that we are seeing now. But I think the important thing is to implement the budget whose purpose is a fiscal stimulus, and hopefully we should be back on our way.
5 states in Nigeria have now completed the process to access the federal government's 90 billion naira credit. The money is to be dispersed in 2 portions. An initial 50 billion naira will be released in 3 months, while another 40 billion naira in 9 months, and will be shared among qualified states at a 9% interest rate. Kemi Adeosun, who is the finance minister, said the basis behind the proposed facility, which she said was not a bailout, was to assist the states to balance their various portfolios. 162 Nigerians stranded in Libya have voluntarily returned to the country. The returnees, comprising of 132 males, 27 females, and 3 children, arrived in Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos State on Thursday aboard an Airbus A320 aircraft. 2 of the returnees, who were in critical condition, were immediately taken to hospital for medical treatment. According to the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, the return was facilitated by the International Organization for Migration, IOM, in collaboration with the Swiss government and the Nigerian Embassy in Libya. The immediate past Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Abdullahi Indediku, has been arrested by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission over an alleged 42 billion naira fraud committed while he was in office. The former customs chief is also being investigated for 2.6 billion naira, which he used to purchase a mansion at Audu Ogbe Street in Abuja, the nation's capital. Diko has been on EFCC watch list since January this year. Nigerian governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) have insisted that Senator Ali Modu Sheriff is not the chairman of the party. The PDP Governors Forum, who held a meeting on Thursday, say it would not recognize Sheriff as the leader of the party. The governors also explained why they withdrew their support for Senator Sheriff at the aborted Port Harcourt convention after giving him the assurance that he had their support. PDP is Nigeria's biggest opposition party and was only defeated in May 2015 after holding power for 16 years.
Nigeria as a country needs an opposition party to make the average Nigerian get value for their votes. And any attempt to destroy opposition in Nigeria is not going to be in the interest of democracy. We stand as a party to condemn interference, subtle and strategic effort to destroy the PDP in Nigeria. I am not someone that would say I didn't support Sheriff. But when you want to get married to a woman, on the wedding day, you tell you that woman has HIV. Will you still remain in the marriage? I am out of it. Anything that wants to make Sheriff turn his opportunity, such an opportunity, to telling us that he wants to become president of Nigeria. After caretaker, we intend to make sure we support you to be a substantive chairman, and you are promising people everywhere that you want to do, you should come and be your vice president. I can't be part of it, regrettably.
The former chairman, Senator Ali Modu Sheriff, a day or 2 before he forced his way into the secretariat, he had meeting with one of the governors belonging to the party in power, and then the next day this event took place. Therefore, this creates suspicion as to what if he's claiming to be chairman of PDP, what meeting could he have had with the governor? And did he get any encouragement, any facilitation, any guarantees for him to go ahead and do what he did. This is for Nigerians to actually think about and take a position on. But we are again confident that at the end of the day, justice will be done. We are confident that all the issues before judiciary, that justice will be done. We are also confident, even if there are slips from the security agencies, they will see reason and know that it is in the best interest of everybody that they stand on the side of what is right, what is just, and that is on the side of the legitimate leadership of the party, so that peace can reign.
President Muhammad Buhari has extended his 10-day vacation to UK till Sunday. He had been expected back in Nigeria on Thursday. However, the president revealed that his trip had been extended. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo disclosed this to State House correspondents just before the National Executive Council meeting holding in the council chambers. President Muhammad Buhari jetted out of Nigeria on Monday, June 6th, on what the special advisor on media described as routine vacation and medical checkup. Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode has presented Long Service Merit Awards to 505 public servants who he says distinguished themselves over the years. The governor charged the public servants to continue to show good examples as law-abiding citizens of the state and work together to strengthen public trust and confidence in public institutions. He also reiterated the commitment of his administration to the welfare of workers in the employ of the state government, saying that it will continue to remain top priority of his administration. Nigeria's Public Complaint Commission (PCC) has restated its commitment to conduct proactive investigations lodged before it in respect of administration's actions and inactions of the federal, state and local governments. Chief Commissioner of the Commission, Samuel Owili, stated this in Abuja while addressing newsmen on the activities of the Commission in the last 1 year.
As is the practice in most countries that have imbibed this countries where the ombudsman system exists, the Commission is also empowered to inquire into inappropriate and misdirected administrative procedures of any court. I want to stress, we don't review decisions of court, but administrative processes. If we believe, or there's reason to believe that they have gone wrong, we are empowered by our act to inquire, not the decision of the court. The ones my team inherited, which I call the brought forward from 2014. Like I said, we started on the 8th of April 2015. I think I'm right. 25,350 were inherited, like the number of complaints inherited by our team. And on our own, during our period, 38,950 complaints were received. We have, through our humble efforts, resolved 42,412. 21,898 are at various levels of attention. And when I'm saying that, I'm talking of PCC, covering all the state offices. That was 2015. In 2016, January to April 2016, we had a carryover from 2015, which, like I said, 21,898. In these 3 months or 4 months, we received 3,612 complaints. We have effectively resolved 8,949, and we are working at different level of success on 16,561. This is just figural summary. If you want details, for example, if anybody is interested in his or her own case, I can inquire into the records and tell him or her what the status is.
Time for a short break. When we come back, we'll look at more news stories. Don't go away.
Corruption not in my country.
Mr. John! Mr. John! What is it now?
What is it now?
Please turn down the volume of your music. It's too loud.
And how is that your business?
It is disturbing me. I can't sleep.
And the same way you are disturbing my right to good music and where I enjoy it. Eh? What's wrong with you? You didn't hear that person complaining.
Maybe we thought that you have lost your mind. Are you having a party?
I'm just respecting you, sir. You remember I paid my husband too.
You will not understand why we are complaining because you do not care about other people except yourself. Look, the transformation we need in this country begins in this compound.
Yes, now.
From you, and I. This your selfishness is an offshoot of corruption. And corruption not in my country. Oh, you know, go to your bank. Go.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back. You are watching TV360 News now. To business stories. The International Monetary Fund (IMF) has welcomed the decision by the Nigerian Central Bank to abandon its currency peg and adopt a flexible exchange rate policy. The global body said the decision was important to reduce fiscal and external imbalances. The CBN, in a letter to President Muhammadu Buhari, said it expects the naira to settle at around 250 to the dollar after it abandons the peg of 197 to the dollar it has supported for 16 months. Senior IMF officials, including Managing Director Christine Lagarde, has urged Nigerian officials to allow the naira to fall to absorb some of the shock of the economy from a plunge in oil prices and revenues. Meanwhile, traders say the Nigerian naira is expected to fall next week when the new open market foreign currency trading starts on Monday. The naira was trading on the black market at around 370 to the dollar. Foreign investors and economists have called for months of devaluation as chronic foreign currency shortages choked economic growth and deterred investment. The presidency has not commented on the new price regime. Crude oil prices rose on Friday for the first time in 7 days, but trading remains volatile less than a week before Britain goes to the polls over the country's EU membership. Brent crude futures were up 69 cents at $47.88 per barrel, while U.S. crude futures rose to 46 cents at $46.67 per barrel. Analysts say investors had closed some short positions after a week of volatile trading, which helped bring about some correction in oil prices on Friday. British politician Jo Cox has died after she was shot and stabbed in an attack in her constituency. 41-year-old Cox is a Labour lawmaker for Batley and Spen. She had been left bleeding on the ground by her attacker. A 52-year-old man was arrested shortly close to the scene of the attack. Weapons, including a firearm, were recovered from him. Cox is the first British lawmaker to be killed in office since Conservative MP Ian Gill was assassinated by the IRA in 1990. Families of some of the 49 people killed in a massacre at an Orlando gay nightclub have commenced burial ceremonies for some of the victims. It comes a day after President Barack Obama met survivors and said the U.S. must act to control gun violence in the country. 23 out of the 53 wounded remain hospitalized, 6 in critical condition according to the Orlando Regional Medical Center. Islamic State claimed responsibility for the attack, but U.S. officials have said they do not believe Martin was assisted from abroad. Funerals are expected to be held over the next 2 weeks. Players from the 2006 Togolese national team will face off against the 2016 side in a memorial match in honor of Nigeria's former coach Stephen Keshi. Keshi led Togo to its first and only World Cup appearance in 2006 World Cup in Germany, but was sacked before the start of the tournament. He died on Wednesday, June 8 at the age of 54. The memorial match, organized by the country's Sports Writers Union, may either be hosted in Lome or in Lagos. 2 Brazilian journalists have claimed they were attacked and racially abused by Germany fans in Paris. According to Brazilian newspaper Estadão, the incident occurred on Thursday afternoon in front of the Gare du Nord train station, where transport to the Stade de France is available. Euro 2016 has been plagued by violent incidents involving traveling fans, with the French Interior Ministry confirming on Thursday that about 323 arrests had been made since the start of the tournament. International Olympic Committee IOC Vice President John Quartz has said that Russia must remain banned from competing at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Russia is provisionally barred from participating at this summer's Rio Olympics following a recommendation from WADA. IAAF officials are expected to meet on Friday to consider lifting the Olympic ban on the country. However, the country's chances look slim following a new IAAF report on Thursday, which accused Russian athletes of threatening drug testers to conceal doping positive results. Well, that's all we have on News Now. Thank you very much for watching. I am Thelma Okoro.